Hey guys, this video is sponsored by G2A.com. G2A.com is a website where you can find thousands of games for extremely cheap prices. Make sure to check out the link in the description for more. Hey guys, Paul with Weapons of the World here, and today we're going to be talking about the HK MP-5. Some basic information about the MP-5. Its country of origin is Germany. Caliber is 9mm, however the FBI did have a 10mm variant. Overall length is 26 inches with a overall total weight coming to just above 5.5 pounds. Magazine capacity is either 15 or 30 rounds out of a detachable box magazine. It uses a roller delayed blowback system, and I'll go into more about what that is here in a minute. Overall cyclic rate is just above 800 rounds per minute, and it has an effective range of about 100 meters. Now, the MP-5 for many decades has been the world standard in submachine gun. It's been a masterpiece of weapons engineering, and its roller delayed blowback system goes back to all the way back to the MG-42, the German light machine gun during World War II. Now, it fires from a closed bolt system, and that aids in the accuracy. The MP-5 is fairly accurate with inside its effective range, again making it very popular. Now, they have made it in 3-round bursts, and it goes from safe, semi, to 3-round to full auto in some variants. Early variants just went from single shot to fully automatic. However, over the years they have kind of updated and just kind of changed a thing or two, but MP-5 variants differ slightly in features. However, the base gun is still the exact same. Now, I would personally say that the MP-5 is the gold standard in submachine guns, especially over the years, just because of how many police forces and militaries all over the world have used the MP-5 in both military and police operations. And throughout those operations, it has served extremely well and earned itself a reputation for extreme reliability and accuracy. The British SAS, for example, used it in, I can't remember the name of the operation, but it was during the siege of the British Embassy, I believe in England. I can't quite remember the exact details, but that's when it really launched into popularity. Let's talk about this roller delayed blowback system. It's a confusing little system, but it's kind of interesting. Slow this down a little bit. So right here you can see you have your bolt, and right here on each side there's this roller, and what the roller does is it goes into this recess right here. Now when you fire the gun, let me put it on semi-automatic. You fire the gun and the bullet goes down the chamber and recoils accordingly. Now when you slow it down a little more, you can see much easier. The case is already being extracted and ejected from the chamber when the roller is activated. Now what these rollers do is delay the blowback of the bolt to a point where chamber pressure can be reduced down to a safe level for extraction. That way the rear of the case is not just being ripped off and the rest of the case being left in the chamber. Now again, this system was used on guns like the MG-42 back in World War II, and it has proved a very, very reliable system. So much so, in fact, that in the fact of the MP-5's bigger brother, the H&K G3, the exact same system is used. In fact, the G3 is essentially just a MP-5 that shoots the 7.62 by 51mm NATO round. Functionally, they're the exact same. The operation's the same, and honestly, there's really not too much different about it, other than the caliber. So now that we learned a little bit about the MP-5's operating system, why do people still use this gun all over the world? Well, one reason, other than the fact that it's extremely accurate and reliable, is just what you can do with this gun. You can add different stocks, you can add suppressors, you can add scopes or optics of all sorts, lasers, flashlights, just about anything you could possibly want on a submachine gun, you can put it on the MP-5. Now, like I said, the FBI did in fact use a 10mm version, which we can see right here, but they really didn't use it for very long. I can't remember the exact dates in which they stopped and started using it, but they did only use it for a short time. Now, the reason they wanted the 10mm version is because during that time, I believe it was the 60s and 70s, I want to say, somewhere in there, the FBI was moving from the 9mm to the 10mm just for stopping power, really. They wanted the 10mm just because it had more stopping power than the 9mm. That's really the only reason. However, with the 10mm, if it's really hard to get used to the violent recoil, especially in handguns, which was primarily the weapon of choice for FBI agents. It was very hard to control the weapon if you were not an experienced shooter, and especially during the time when more females were going into the FBI, the 10mm proved to be a bigger horse than they expected. So they switched back to the 9mm. Overall, the MP-5 is an extremely well-designed, well-rounded weapon, being very accurate due to its closed bolt system, very reliable due to its roller delayed blowback system, and its functionality is amazing, to be honest, especially during the time when this was produced. This can be seen through tons and tons of action movies. Bruce Willis, Arnold Schwarzenegger, just to name two, both used MP5s in countless numbers of their movies. So it really launched into popularity very quickly. However, nowadays you're starting to see fewer and fewer MP5s as it's being replaced by the MP-45 and also short-barreled rifles like the M4 carbine. However, I believe we will see the MP5 in service for quite a few many years ahead of us. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe below for more. Bye.